Hello, namaste everyone. I hope I am audible to you all.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, so I can see some new students today like Dev, Anusha, Gupta ji, Nancy, and Badika.
Yeah, actually, I think last month the anatomy class was not there, not scheduled, I think.
Okay, okay. So from this month you have joined for the anatomy class.
Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday, yes, namaste Dev. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So I will introduce myself. I think there are new people here. My name is Shubham. I will be your anatomy and the physiology teacher trainer in this course. And actually, I'm a Hatha Yoga teacher trainer who teach all the subjects in the teacher training course, like from the asana till the meditation. But for your course, I'll be teaching the yoga, anatomy, and the physiology sessions. In these sessions, we will be learning some of the yoga therapies apart from the yoga systems or the anatomical systems apart from the physiological structure. So yesterday, what we have seen in short about yoga anatomy, we have introduced a yoga anatomy and we have seen some of the importance of the yoga anatomy in our day-to-day life, or why do we need to study the yoga anatomy in our day-to-day life. Okay, so yesterday we have seen about it and also about the definition of anatomy. So what is the definition of anatomy and the physiology, or what exactly does it mean, anatomy and the physiology? I just want to ask one more question. Just this whiteboard is visible, or just say yes or no?
Yeah, it is visible.
Great. Okay. We have some new students again from Bali.
Thank you so
Namaste.
much. Namaste. Hello. We
Yeah.
just finished our class, so joining
No
in.
problem. No
How are
problem.
you?
All are good. We have some new students from the previous batch as well with us. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, did you say we have another student?
The students are from the Himalayan Yoga School
Our
from Rishikesh.
connection is a bit delayed,
Yeah.
right?
You can mute yourself like both of you, and whenever you have to ask the questions, raise your hand anytime, or I will allow you to unmute yourself to speak, everyone. So everyone can hear me well.
Okay.
Please ask Tia also to mute herself. Um, so yesterday we have seen the definition of the anatomy. What is anatomy? The study or the branch of the science which deals with the structure or the parts of our body. Apart from this anatomy, what is the physiology? Physiology is nothing but to study the functions of those parts or the structure of our body. To study the parts or the different systems, bodily systems of our body or the structure is nothing but our anatomy. Just I gave an example yesterday, like to study about the structure of a heart. For example, we take a heart. An example to study that structure of the heart, in how many sections the heart is been divided, where is the heart located, how much is the size of the heart. That is what all includes in the anatomy. But if we study about the heart, how it works, so that is known to be the function. That portion of the anatomy that is known as physiology. When we study about how does the heart beat, or how is the oxygenated blood passing through all the blood vessels of the heart to each and every part of the body. So how is that function? That function is known to be as the physiology in our classes. Okay, got it everyone up in here? Just a slight difference between anatomy and the physiology. So also in the anatomy, we have the two types. There are the two types of anatomy, like the gross anatomy and the microscopic anatomy. The gross anatomy and the microscopic anatomy. And in the gross anatomy, this gross anatomy, the word means the system or the structure of the part of the body which we can see with our naked eye, or the anatomy which we can also study or with our naked eye. For example, like on the surface, on the parts of the body which is visible to our eyes, which we can see. But the microscopic anatomy means which is not visible with our naked eyes, that needs a microscope. The word says microscopic. So that anatomy which needs a microscope is a microscopic anatomy here. So just a quick we will go through yesterday. And in this gross anatomy thing, we have seen also like the surface anatomy, then regional anatomy, I hope you can see here, and systemic anatomy. Okay, so we have the surface anatomy, which is a part of gross anatomy. These are the three subtypes of the gross anatomy. Surface anatomy means which has to be studied on the surface of our body. Regional anatomy means there are specific regions of our body where we can study the regional anatomy internally and externally. And systemic anatomy means our bodily system. I repeat, the surface anatomy means which is found on our surface, which we can see with our naked eyes. The regional anatomy, we have internal and external, like our organs, our tissues, our muscles, internally skeletal, or our system, all the bodily systems, like different kinds of systems, circulatory, digestive, respiratory systems, how it works. That study is known to the systemic anatomy. Yesterday we have seen this, we are just repeating because there are some new students as well. Just in short. Apart from it, we have also seen the second type. The first type is gross anatomy, and the second type is microscopic anatomy. So what is there in the microscopic anatomy? What we study in the microscopic anatomy? In the microscopic anatomy, we study the cytology or the cells, study of the cells, and histology. The cytology and the histology. Here, I hope you can see. So I'm moving myself away from the whiteboard so you can see this word. Yeah. So the cytology is what the study of the cell, which we have to use microscope. We cannot see our body cells in our body with our naked eyes. Histology is the group of cells to coming together, which makes our tissues. There are different types of tissues, and the number of tissues will make the organs. So the study of cells, these are just the difficult words I will be telling you. These are just the anatomical terms here, like to be known for the purpose of the doctor to become a doctor. These words are the important. But here we are here just to understand the concept and not to become a doctor here. So the study of the cells and the tissues makes up our microscopic anatomy here. and the gross anatomy, which we can see with our naked eye on the surface of our body, on our eyes, heart, inside, regional anatomy, systems, but microscopic anatomy, these two subtypes over here. So gross and microscopic, under this there are subtypes. Here we have seen up till here yesterday. Apart from this, again, from this anatomical systems, about the human body, in how many parts the human body is being defined? Human body. How many parts in the sections the human body has been divided? So this human body is divided into 5 sections. The first section is our head. The first section, very simple. Yeah, we will go very simple. We'll make it very simple. In our head, what is in our head? This section of our head is from our chin to our top of the crown. So all the facial skeletal with the cranial skeletal, all the things are in the region of our head. So from our face to our top of our crown. Again, this is what the first section of the human body. The second section, below the head, the neck region. So whatever the thyroid gland, or in our neck section, just write down the second section of our human body. We have the cervical section in our neck. Also, there are some food pipe or windpipe, the esophageal tract, or the pharynx, the throat region, or the throat chakra, we can say, in our neck section. The third section of our human body, write down. The third section of our human body is trunk. Is trunk. Trunk. And in this third section of the human body, in this trunk, so what is this trunk? In this trunk, we have our torso, our abdomen, our upper back, and lower back. So the third section is our trunk. So this whole thing below our neck till our lower abdomen, and from the starting of the upper back behind till our lower back. This all the regions lies under the trunk. Got it? You can show me the thumbs up or say yes or no. The fourth section, thank you. The fourth section is our upper limb, and the fifth is our lower limb. The section number 4 is our upper limb. That means our both the arms. And number 5 is our lower limb. That means our both the legs. So both the arms and both the legs makes up this number 4th and number 5th. In this way, our whole human body sections are bit divided. So here, these sections are very basic in that we have different kinds of cells, different tissues, different muscles, different bones, and many kinds of glands as well, which can regulate the hormones in our body to maintain our body. These sections have to be known. At least these are very basic sections, so that as a professional teacher in your future, whenever you will guide your students, at least these words like guide your students, like in terms of yoga nidra, or in terms of like Shavasana. So these sections have to be known, like which part has to be relaxed first, how to start from the bottom of the toe till the top of the head, how to relax your students. So at least this basic knowledge of the yoga anatomy we should have. So which part, what is that part of our body called? Yep. I will erase this first. Or in your instructions, this basic knowledge of the human body. When you instruct a class or when you lead a yoga class, you have to know some basic parts. Apart from this, what is the smallest element of the human body now? We have seen the 5 sections, but how is this human body made up of? From what is that human body made up of? Which is the smallest thing or the element in our body?
Sorry, are you asking us? Or like an atom?
Yes, as an atom, we have the smallest element that is known to be as the number of
Cells?
atoms, cells. So in our human body, the cells are what? The building blocks. You will see it quickly. We have also seen this yesterday
Mm-hmm.
in the afternoon session, but not in the morning session. So about the cells. So cells are what? The smallest element in our body or the building blocks of our body. The building blocks of our body, that means these cells comes together and makes up our human body. So how many number of cells are there in our whole body? How many number of cells will be there in our whole body? There will be, yes, Ilona?
I
Or
don't
anyone?
know. I know the type of cells like red cells, white cells, stem cells, but I don't know how many.
Yes, so there are many more. Even nobody knows how many number of cells are in there,
Thousands, yeah.
but there are billions or
Billion.
trillions of cells, 100 billions of cells, more than 100 billions to trillions. The number can go in our body. So you can write here 100 billions of cells in our human body.
Mhm.
And what does this cell require, or how this cell survive? So what requires
Oxygen, prana,
oxygen?
oxygen. Yeah.
Yes. So the prana and the nutrition or the nutrients from our food is more helpful for this cell to survive. Again, so these cells need the oxygen and the nutrients from the food to survive. That means our protein stuff or the vitamins, minerals, it needs to survive
Mhm.
some amount. Again,
Right.
now, so why do we need to practice the yoga? Not only asana, but pranayama or the meditation, so that we get enough oxygen or enough prana, that is a vital life energy, to each and every cell in our body. So we practice the yoga to serve, to make sure that our each and every cell in our body survive. When there are no cells in our human body, the human body will die. When a cell dies, the human body will die. That is very natural. So from these 100 billions of cells, in short, just we will see the structure of this cell. For example, if this is a cell, the outer covering of this cell is known to be as cell membrane, or the cover of the cell. This is known to be as a cell membrane or the cover of our cell. Inside the cell, in basic, in short, not all the things and structures we will see about the cell, just the common things which we should know. Where is our DNA located in our cell? That we will see. We have our DNA, each and everyone's DNA varies accordingly, human to human. So inside the cell, here in the center of the cell, there is what? Nucleus. In the center of the cell, there is what? Nucleus. And the outer surface is known as the membrane, the cover of the cell. At the center is what? The nucleus, which carries the chromosome or DNA. So inside that nucleus, which controls our cell, the nucleus is what? To form more number of cells as well as control the cells, or which can make more number of cells after splitting. So it can split up the cells. Also in the center of the nucleus, you will find the chromosomes, and into that chromosome, the function of the chromosome is to carry our DNA. So at the more center here is our DNA, which carries all the hereditary information of our body. This red thing is what? The DNA. Not in deep. This is in short the structure. But what is this region in between the cell membrane and nucleus? This region in between the cell membrane and the nucleus is known to be as the cytoplasm. I repeat, the membrane in between the cover and in between this nucleus is known to be as the red dot around our cytoplasm. This cytoplasm is nothing but the fluid in our cell. This is in liquid form, liquid layer in our cell, which carries our biomolecules. I repeat, I hope everyone is carrying your notebook and to write some things. So these, yes, Ilona, I can see you. I say about everyone who I cannot see. Yeah. So this cytoplasm is carrying in a liquid form biomolecules. That biomolecules means our protein or our carbs or our fats. These biomolecules are being present in our cytoplasm area, which, or we can say, nutrients, and these nutrients are breaking down in the form of enzymes inside this cytoplasm. So this is in short, very short. There is what? The structure of the cell, how it looks like. The outer layer is the cell membrane. Inside that is the nucleus, and the layer which separates the cell membrane and the nucleus is known as cytoplasm. And inside the nucleus, we have chromosomes, which carries our DNA, which carries our DNA. So this is what, in short, a cell. Apart from this, I will erase it. May I? Yeah. So this is what about the cell. And we will see about the tissues. So what is this tissue? Now you can tell me, how will you define the tissue?
It's a group of cells.
It's a group of cells. Yes, very good. It is a group of cells together makes our tissue. So defining tissue is what? When one cell, one smallest element is a cell, when the number of cells comes together makes our tissue. Very simple, group of cells. Write down that. Again, so what are these tissues and what are the types of tissues in our body? They are like, we have muscular tissue, we have nerve tissue, we have epithelial tissue, also we have connective tissue. So we will see in short about it, like different kinds of tissues in our body. We also have the glands, which also like under the epithelial tissue only. But so like muscular tissue, this muscular tissue means a group of cells which makes up our muscle, that is known to be as muscular tissue. Again, nerve tissue means a group of cells which makes up our nerve or the number of nerves in our body, that will make up as the nerve tissue. So tissue is what? The group of cells joining together. Epithelial tissue, you will find it like on our epidermis, our skin, the epithelial tissue. Apart from connective tissue, the last, we have the connective tissues as well. So there are many different kinds of the connective tissues, like the tendons, ligaments, bones. You will find connective tissues in different bones, blood cells, in your organs as well, connecting. The connective tissue, the name says, which connects our bones, the muscles, and the different organs via the connective tissues, these cells which connect. So you can find it in your blood cells, your muscles, bones, anywhere in your body. The number of connective tissues, where the ligaments and tendons are also the examples of that most important connective tissues here, which connects our bones or the muscles to each other. With the help of connective tissues, our bones and muscles which connect. Okay. So this is what in short about the tissue. Up till here, clear? What are the cells and the tissue in short? Great. Thank you, Anisha Gupta ji. And we will proceed further. Apart from these tissues, I will erase. So can you define now what is the organ? I will erase this. So we have seen the cells. Then we have seen what is the tissue in short. Then now you can tell me what does it mean by an organ?
Any type of body part.
Wait a second, I have to swipe my window.
Yeah, any type of body part.
Yeah, any type of a body part can be said as the organ, or in short, you can say the number of tissues or a group of tissues makes up your organ. Very in simple way, a cell is what? The smallest element or the building block but a group of cell makes a tissue, and the group of tissues will make up our organ. Got it? The group of cells makes a tissue, and groups of tissue will make up our organ, that is any kind of our body part, which you told us, right? So there are approximately more number of tissues in our human body. So there are approximately more number of the tissues in our human body. And there are also the more number of organs in our human body. So what are these organs in our human body? For like approximately there are 78 organs in our human body. How many? There are 78 number of organs in our human body. Write down this. Then we will see or study what are these 78. Just we will check it. Like we have like the glands in our body. They like we have the different structure and the parts of the body as an organ. So first you can say like adrenal gland. So adrenal gland is a type, that is our organ. Again, any part of the body, like we have adrenal gland, we have anus, like which passes the stool or the waste product from our body. Adrenal gland is located at the top of the kidney, which makes up the adrenaline hormone. These are all the organs. We have appendix. Appendix is also the organ. So appendix located at the large end of the large intestine. To when we have the low immunity, appendix is being used. Like when we have low immunity, like when we have diarrhea and the things, when we lose some things from our intestines and the immunity goes down, the appendix makes up the cells to fight up against that infection as well. The urinary bladder is also one of the organs here. Then we have the bones, the muscles, the bronchial tubes in our respiratory system, the fallopian tubes are there in the female reproductive system as well. Even we have the gallbladder. So gallbladder is also the kind of organ. Where is this gallbladder? Gallbladder is in your liver. Like liver is also your organ. Yeah. So gallbladder, liver, kidneys, your intestines as well are all the intestines are your organs. This is the most important organs, like all the core. So like stomach, large intestine, small intestine present, lungs present. This is also the organs. Apart from it, you have the mouth, ears, with all the parts in our body, like the nose, the glands, different glands. Many organs are been there in our human body. For example, if I will ask today about the food pipe or the windpipe, these are also the type of organs, or our all the glands like pineal gland, pituitary gland, which makes up our hormones, thyroid gland, the thyroid cartilage, the throat region. So these organs, it will be hard for you, or it will be slightly difficult for you to catch up about all these organs, all these anatomical terms, like, but we have to study these all the organs, or you will know about it when we will study the systems, or when we will start to study the systems. Like, so just in short, to let you know, there are like approximately 78 organs. An organ in our body is any part of the body told by one of our students, that is a group of tissues. And a tissue is what? A group of cells. We have seen the 4 tissues here, the types, subtypes, and we have seen the structure of the cell here. as a part of the human body. So human body made up of the cells, tissues, and organs, all the parts. Up till here, you have any questions? We have just 2 or 5 minutes left. So you can, because you have another class, I am keeping this in my mind. I don't want you to make late for the other class. Please ask if you have any questions. Apart from this, we will start with the digestive system or the respiratory system, and we will proceed further and we will, yes, Anushaji?
Yeah, what we will do in tomorrow's class so that we can see the pre-recorded video also and be prepared for it now.
Pre-recorded video means?
The videos that we have na, that are there, we have got the pre-recorded videos.
Okay. So
Yeah.
actually,
On the website.
okay, but actually even I will be honest, like it is like the first day for you.
Yeah.
Even I have to think, even I have to think about tomorrow. So
Achha,
maybe like I have to think like, because I don't prefer to start with like systems or directly, but we can start with respiratory or digestive system, just go through that system. We will more study in detail about it, and also the therapies about the digestive and the respiratory system, I can tell.
Okay. No,
Because
I'm just asking because the pre-recorded videos there, so just we can just have a brief, we can just
Of
see it and
course.
then we'll have questions to ask, that is why I was asking.
Yes, of course, understand. Yes, you have to, but I'm just telling about myself, the kind of nature and the persons. For all the students should know me like from the day one. Actually, this is not for you, for all the students. Never plan in my life anything. Just living the present moment. That is what I learned from my yoga from childhood.
Okay.
So just wake up, start teaching, learn, practice, self-practice. But today I will start to plan because you told me.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
because I have worked throughout the day, so once I just see that video and then it's easier for me to discuss it with you in the class.
Yes.
That is why,
Yeah,
because
so
doubts come later on. That is why.
okay, I will plan.
Sorry.
At the moment I will plan, and I said digestive system. I never planned before, but okay, we will start with that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So about the systems we will study, and behind this I will also tell some therapy like behind the camera. Like I will not stand here. Some asanas I will do behind. I will on my back camera and stand if we have some therapy. Okay, later. For every system we have a therapy also we have to study, because you don't have to just be an anatomical doctor. We have to learn yoga anatomy. We have to study how this anatomy will help in every asana and pranayama.
Okay,
Thank you
so
so
will
much,
you
everyone.
also be telling us like which asan will particularly help a body organ or a particular system? Like maybe you will
Yes,
tell us
yes.
the sequences or the asanas that will help the digestive system or something like that.
Yes, yes. If you want, yes, I can tell for all these systems, or more than these systems, or all the diseases and disorders as well. Not
Yeah,
only
please,
about the
that
system.
would be great actually.
Yes, because this will make you the doctor, but this will give you more knowledge
Yes,
about
this is
your.
actually, I think this is required more when you, especially because when it comes to yoga, I think more patients are like, I have been treating patients for 5 years. So I don't get people who, are healthy, perfectly healthy. I get more people who are either suffering from arthritis or blood pressure or diabetes. So they come that now treat us. That is why I just,
Diabetes people are a lot in India.
yeah.
A lot of sugar.
Yes, that's why. So they come that okay, teach us for that, so that it is relieved. That is why I was asking. So it's comfortable for us also to understand what we can give them, and especially in BP, there are asanas that you cannot give them at all. So it would be easier if we discuss it in the anatomy class. Thank you.
Okay. You have also the separate therapy sessions with other teachers, but we will discuss slightly also
Yes, we
anatomical
did
class.
in yoga therapy and yoga Ayurveda and therapy. We discussed it. But I think with anatomy, like you're saying, you'll also be showing us the asana. I think
Yes,
it will be easier to relate more in this class comparatively
that will
to
be different. Yes,
theory based. Yes.
yes, yes, I will. I will. Thank you so much, everyone. Ilona, Tia, Anisha, Nancy, Vadika, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Sir.
See you tomorrow.
See you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. How to end it?